This is the first time I've done just a straight-up texting story, but I hope everyone likes it. I drew the thumbnails and I'll give credit to all the Picrews I used in the description. Trigger warning for alcohol, drunken time traveling, and baby kidnapping. It's mostly just fluff and crack though, not gonna lie. Lucifer, we're out of food again. Come on, I just went grocery shopping. Well, I had a fangle game and needed to refuel. Lucifer isn't here, he went to a meeting. Again? What do you think they do at those things? Gross normie stuff. Just crappy office work and boring conversations. Puts me to sleep just thinking about it. Yeah, you're probably right. Meanwhile at the meeting. Come on, it'd be so fun. And you have a cape, you gotta go? Finny, only a little. What exactly are you? Speaking of, mattress sliding down the stairs. Mattress sliding down the stairs. ... That's enough demo news for the two of you. Barbie? I'm sorry my lord, we can't have you two getting too drunk. Especially not together. Barbatos leaves to go put up the bottles of wine. ... Well, I guess I should get rid of this too. Lucifer pulled out a bottle of wine from his jacket and started pouring it into a punch bowl. Lucifer, Barbatos is gonna be mad at us. Just keep it secret. We'll be fine. Okay. What will a few more drinks do? Later in the meeting. Barbatos, I lost Lucifer? You didn't lose him my lord, he's in the bathroom. I let him down, I'm his bestest friend. Why is he taking so long? Hey why are you bleeding? I broke the sink. I'm not sure. Barbatos restraining himself. Okay, I'll call a maid to go fix that. And you two will go to bed. But I'm having so much fun. You could have stayed up longer had both of you not gotten further into your intoxication. I still don't understand how you both got to this point. You only had a bottle and you drank juice afterwards. I am not drunk as you drunk I am. You aren't my dad? Sure you aren't Lucifer. It's bedtime now. Fine. What did we do wrong? Wait Lucy, don't cry or else I'm gonna. Barbatos picked both of them up. Shocked. I said it was bedtime young lord. Please, allow me to ask you to rest. ... Can you tuck me in? Of course. Fine. Barbatos tucked both men into bed. It took a while because they were drunk and unruly, but he got it done. He shut the door behind him and let out a sigh. As much as they insist I'm not their dad, it certainly feels like it. I still wonder what got them so intoxicated. I'll have to ask them in the morning. He walked over to the punch bowl, pouring himself a glass of juice, unaware that Lucifer spiked it. Though, now that I think about it, I wouldn't entirely mind being a father. He soon finished his first glass of juice. It actually tasted like regular juice and didn't have a smell, so he began to drink more of it. You know what? I would be a great dad. The next day. My head hurts. What time is it? PST, Lucifer? ... Are you awake? Well, I am now. Sorry. We really shouldn't have gotten drunk yesterday. Haha, probably not. It was pretty fun though, wasn't it? I will admit that I can agree to that. Suddenly they heard a baby laughing. ... What was that? We don't have a baby, right? I'd think we'd remember that. Right. More baby noises. We definitely need to check on that. Lucifer and Diavolo started to roam the castle, trying to figure out where the mystery baby was. Eventually Diavolo went to check the kitchen, where he found Barbatos, who is drunk and holding a baby. Barbatos? Hello young lord. Lucifer hears them talking and comes over. Lord Diavolo, did you find what was making that little baby boy noise? Oh, did he wake you? I apologize my lord, I couldn't bring myself to hush him. Whose baby is that? It's mine now. What do you mean it's yours? Wait. Are you drunk right now? Of course not. That would be bad. I've just been drinking punch all night. ... Well, who spends all night drinking punch anyways? Back on topic. Barbatos, what happened? Oh, I apologize my lord, I haven't even introduced you to my son. Though I suppose you've already met him in a sense. Meet Luke, quite a few centuries in the past. He's an infant. Oh my me, adorable, isn't he? You went back in time to kidnap Luke? No, I adopted him. Why? Well, you know how you were acting childish yesterday and I was acting in a similar way to a parent? I don't like that you put it like that. You're right to an extent. Well, it got me thinking. I would be a wonderful father. And I like to take care of people. So I got myself a baby. Why did you have to get Luke specifically? I figured that if I was going to have a son, I'd want it to be Luke. I got attached during the baking lessons. Besides, look at how adorable he is. Who wouldn't want to be his parental figure? Barbatos, do you understand what ramifications this could have? Don't worry, young lord, I'll still get all my work done. That isn't what he. Maybe I could get one of those baby carrying things and strap it to my chest while I do cleaning. What about the timeline? What about it? This is definitely going to upset the timeline, Barbatos. You should know that. You need to put him back imminently. But son, Barbatos, what about current day Luke? 2 sons. He's too drunk for this. You're right. It probably wouldn't be safe for him to try time traveling now anyways. It's a wonder he managed to do this in the first time. I'll use my powers to pause the timeline. Baby Luke was taken from until Barbatos sobers up. Then we can put him back. What do we do with the baby? I guess we just have to keep him safe until then. I was planning on keeping him safe forever, so I don't mind at all. This is so inconvenient. It was kind of our fault. We can't be too upset, I suppose. Suddenly baby Luke started crying. This will be a terrible hangover. Oh, hey there little guy. Are you okay? Baby crying. What do we do? Don't fret, I can handle this. Barbatos started to rock baby Luke as he got up and walked over to the counter. I imagine he's just hungry. Where do you plan to get something suitable to feed him? I doubt you can just pull a baby bottle out of thin air. Barbatos pulled a baby bottle out of the cabinet. ... Why would I get a baby and not acquire any supplies? At least drunk Barbatos is sensible about his bad ideas. Baby Luke imminently stopped crying when Barbatos gave him the bottle. There we go, much better. I must admit, Luke as an infant is rather adorable. I wouldn't mind being his uncle under different circumstances. I'm sure you do wonderfully, my lord. Don't encourage him, Lucifer. You can be the mean uncle that Luke likes less. ... I get to be the favorite? Laughing face. Moving on. While Luke is taking a nap, adorable napping angel baby, Barbatos was watching over Luke very carefully, still too intoxicated to realize exactly what was happening. Diavolo was watching this from the doorway when Lucifer came to check on him. Barbatos looks so happy. He's always been fond of that young angel. He took my comment about father and son a bit too close to heart, but we've always known how close they were. He looks over that child with such care. You say that like it's a bad thing. ... He looks at you a similar way, you know. He likes to care for you too. I know. Diavolo still looked troubled, but his thoughts were interrupted when he received a phone call. The phone call was from Simeon. Scared dia a Lucifer. Don't panic. Just tell him you're busy and then hang up. Lord Diavolo, may I please request you turn off your phone? Luke is sleeping. Right. Diavolo accepted the call. Hey I'm busy. Diavolo hung up. Disappointment. Well, I did what you told me to. Luke began to wake up. Curious baby. Oh, my apologies, I did not mean to wake you. Luke did grabby hands at Barbatos. This made Barbatos's heart instantly melt and he had the purest look of joy in his face when he picked up Luke. He needs me. This adoption plan was a great idea. Kidnapping. We're demons, Lucifer, it's close enough. You are going to be so worried when you sober up. Lucifer received a call, once again from Simeon. He sighed heavily but answered imminently. Hello Simeon. Hey Lucifer, I'm sorry for calling you while you're working. I tried to call others but Diavolo was busy. Yes, I heard. I tried to contact Barbatos but he didn't answer. Right, would you excuse me one moment? Of course. Lucifer put Simeon on hold. Barbatos, where's your DDD? I don't know. Disappointment. He took Simeon off hold. Barbatos's DDD was unfortunately broken. I'm sorry to hear that. I was just wondering if he was still going sweets shopping with me later. I'm afraid he won't be able to. Work suddenly got really backed up and baby Luke started giggling. Is that a baby? He's babysitting. Oh, can I come over? I love babies. Please don't. Why? Wouldn't it be helpful to have another set of hands to help? Oh, well luck. Diavolo covered Barbatos's mouth. No. We have a lot of work to do. Barbatos can come sweets shopping tomorrow. Have a nice day, Simeon. Lucifer hung up on Simeon. I forgot he told me he was supposed to be sweets shopping today. Why couldn't Simeon come over? Is that even a question? He can't come over because he have to keep his trust of the exchange program. Him finding out you kidnapped the child he's the legal guardian of probably won't be good. I mean, we could possibly share custody. Angels are extremely generous. Wait until you're sober and then decided if it's a good idea. I'm not drunk. ... Oh hey, I have an idea to pass the time. When are we going to tell Barbatos about the punch? Eventually, let's just do my idea first. And now presenting, Diavolo's idea. Little baby Dino Luke. This is a onesie I tries to order online. I didn't realize humans made their clothing so small. I think you accidentally ordered baby clothes, my lord. Considering it fits a baby, what was the point of this idea? I just wanted to see how cute he'd look. Take a picture for sober Barbatos later. Well, at least that pillow will finally make for a proper dog bed. Barbatos restraining himself. Why are you the way that you are? What? Okay, how about we get one of him in his regular outfit now? Regular baby Luke. Ah, Luke was such a cute baby. He can be adorable. Barbatos was just beaming, just so proud. You certainly seem happy, Barbatos. Happy? Shock. Luke did grabby hands for somebody to pick him up. Happy? Barbatos picked him up, beginning to rock him gently. Oh, is that it? Are you happy? The baby giggled. Well, you certainly seem happy. You did a very good job speaking. I'm so proud of you. It's been a while since I fed you. To my knowledge, babies need to eat a lot. I will return shortly with the baby fed once more. Barbatos kept fawning over the baby Luke while he walked back to the kitchen. Diavolo frowned softly. You're doing it again. Doing what? You're letting yourself be troubled by this. ... Barbatos cares deeply about you. Luke isn't going to change that. That isn't what I'm worried about. Then what is it? What if I'm holding Barbatos back? I mean, look at how happy he is. He loves that child so much. I love to look in and see how they interact during baking lessons. He always seems so joyful. But it has me worried that I'm the one who prevented him from this happiness in the first place. Diavolo. What if he really wanted a family, Lucifer? Or to do something else with his life, and when I was a kid and I threw that tantrum to make him stay, I prevented him from a world that would have made him so much happier. Diavolo, you fail to see that he thinks of you as family as well, perhaps even closer. Barbatos is a powerful, level-headed man. If he wanted to leave, he would have found a way to by now, but he hasn't. He's said time and time again, he likes taking care of the people he cares about. Whether that be you, or Luke, or anyone else close to him. He's happy with his job. If you aren't convinced, try asking him yourself. Thank you, Lucifer. It is nothing of issue, Lord Diavolo. I can't let you worry over things like this. A knock came at the door. Diavolo and Lucifer both hesitated to answer it, but eventually Lucifer walked over. It was Simeon. Simeon? Why are you here? Oh, I was coming to see if Barbatos was done with babysitting, and to come help him with it if he wasn't. Simeon. What did I tell you? I couldn't help myself. Well, unfortunately we're still very busy, so perhaps you should come back tomorrow. Happy? Ah, is that the baby? Is Barbatos feeding them? They sound like they're in the kitchen. Well, yes, but you know, Luke actually used to do the same thing as an infant. He'd yell happy whenever he saw people he liked. It was adorable. Barbatos heard the commotion and tried to walk in to see Simeon. Before he was quickly shoved back into the kitchen by Diavolo before Simeon saw baby Luke. Is something going on here? We'll explain later. Sorry about this. Lucifer shut the door on Simeon. Simeon tried to open it again. Lucifer shut it and barricaded it with a chair. Lucifer? This will all make sense later. Diavolo and Lucifer waited until they heard Simeon leave before going to check on Barbatos and baby Luke. This is humiliating. I'm sure Simeon will understand. The was on the counter, sucking on a pacifier that Barbatos apparently had. Barbatos was mixing up something in a baby bottle before walking over to Luke. The baby whined when his pacifier was taken away, but once he was given the bottle he instantly forgot about that. The little guy looks so happy. What are you feeding him anyways? Oh, I looked up a recipe for angel milk and made that for him. Angel Milk? That sounds familiar. Well, there's two types. I'm making the one for babies where instead of milk you use formula. It's basically just regular formula with a bit of sugar and vanilla extract put in. Ah yes, I remember now. Michael would often make the version with regular milk. It was always far too sweet. It's too sweet for human babies, but seeing as Luke's an angel, he can have it as a treat. Well, I have heard that treats are an easy way to train a young pup. Perhaps it will work for yours. Lucifer, you know very well if someone said that about your brothers when they were very young you would have torn that person to shreds. Please be more considerate to my son. Excuse me. Hey haha, let's maybe not get in a fight right now. Barbatos was getting pretty tired out of it, meaning he was finally beginning to sober up. My head hurts. Maybe you should go take a nap, then when you wake up we can sort this all out. Oh no my lord, I couldn't do that. Who would watch Luke and you two as well? We're perfectly capable of handling ourselves and the baby Barbatos. I'm not convinced of that. Please Barbatos, I promise when you wake up we'll all be here and in one pace. Well, I suppose. He stood up, a bit wobbly. Diavolo took baby Luke and handed him to Lucifer. Here Barbatos, allow me to help you find a good place to rest. Thank you my lord. Lucifer, if you're mean to Luke you don't get to be on his emergency contacts. I didn't do anything. I'm just saying. Diavolo helps a very wobbly Barbatos to a guest bedroom nearby. Now that they were alone, Diavolo frowned again, still worried. What's wrong, my lord? What do you mean? I've known you too long young lord, I can tell when something in troubling you. Barbatos, does it make you happy to be Luke's father? Well yes, I do enjoy his company. I like to take care of him, it is rather fun to see him grow up. Would you have been happier like this? What do you mean? If I hadn't made you stay, do you think you would have been happier in a life like this? You can leave whenever you want you know. I would not stop you if you were to tell me I was preventing you from happiness. Please young lord, do not be worried. You have never prevented me from happiness, I can assure you that. Please, sit down and let me explain. Barbatos had Diavolo next to him on the bed. I take great joy in taking care of the people close to me. I have always taken great pride in my job of serving you and I always will. I care about you. And in the same way I am happy to help Luke on his journey to becoming a strong angel. I am happy to help you on your journey of becoming a strong ruler. Please do not ever think that you are holding me back or that I am unhappy. No matter who else I grow close to in my life you will always be just as important to me. Do you understand? This had Diavolo on the brink of tears and he nodded before suddenly pulling Barbatos into a hug. Barbatos chuckled and pat his back. You're still very well spoken for someone under the influence of alcohol. I am unsure of what makes you and Lucifer continue to say that. I assure you I am not a drunk. We'll explain it when you wake up. Diavolo let go of the hug and allowed Barbatos to get some rest, leaving the tomb so he could sleep. Hey, Lucifer, I talked to Barbatos. You were alright. It's a Luke in a box. Confusion. Why is the baby in a box? I figured this was the easiest way to handle him. He has a pacifier and something to eat, so he should be perfectly sustained until Barbatos returns. He can't feed himself Lucifer, he's an infant. And I doubt he'll want to stay in that box forever. It worked with my brothers when they were infants. I'm beginning to realize why your brothers are the way that they are. Fine, if you insist. Lucifer picked up Luke, who promptly looked around the room. When he didn't see anyone who had previously taken care of him in the imminent area, he promptly began to sob. Oh no, the poor kid is scared. How do we make him stop crying? I'll just put him back down in the... We aren't putting him back in the box. Fine then. Lucifer hesitated a moment before beginning to softly hush the baby while rocking him. Hey, calm down, it's okay. You're safe, it's okay. Luke slowly began to stop sobbing. He still wasn't happy, but at least he was calmed down. Oh, you're good at it. I practically raised all my younger siblings. I'd like to think I'm still helpful in this regard. Baby Luke was getting a little fussy, squirming around and bored. Lucifer thought over what to do for just a moment before setting him down gently on a pillow. Would you like us to tell you a story? Ah, that would be adorable to watch. Oh no Diavolo, you're helping us well. Luke giggled at their banter. As adorable as this baby was, both men did hope Barbatos woke up soon. Barbatos slowly woke up with a headache, getting out of bed. What happened? He walked out of the room he was in with a headache, only to see Lucifer and Diavolo sitting on the floor, with a baby. Everyone was covered in stickers. I apologize, what happened here? Diavolo gave the baby stickers. He's having fun. Plus I made sure that he kept them out of his mouth. Why do we have a baby? Whose baby is that? Oh, well, you kidnapped him and said he was your baby now. What? You got drunk and traveled back in time to adopt Luke as a baby. We've been waiting for you to get sober so you can put him back. That's Luke. I apologize, but that's impossible. I haven't touched a drop of alcohol. They're in trouble. That was admittedly my fault. Lucifer. Diavolo. What happened? We kinda poured a bunch of alcohol in the punch and didn't tell you because we wanted to be rebellious. I apologize, I didn't believe you'd drink it, let alone the whole bowl. After getting drunk you decided you wanted to adopt Luke and time traveled back to kidnap him as your son. You've spent how day taking care of him. Barbatos was very upset. He was about to go on a huge lecture until Luke interrupted his plans. Happy? 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 He did grabby hands for Barbatos to pick him up, and even while sober, Barbatos just couldn't resist. Oh, well, hello there, little one. I'm Barbatos. I apologize for this inconvenience. Don't worry, I will return you home shortly. The baby giggled at Barbatos, held him and rocked him gently. He glared at Diavolo and Lucifer, but it was far less threatening when he was holding an adorable little baby. Luke saw Barbatos doing this, and tried to mimic the glare. So now Lucifer and Diavolo had Barbatos and his son glaring at them. I will have a talk with both of you later about this. My only hope is that I haven't upset the timeline. Don't worry, Barbatos, I paused time for a little bit so we could sort this out. Barbatos made his way to his room so he could return Luke to his proper time. All the while he had a little baby Luke looking up at him so happily, like he was the whole world. It almost made him second guess giving Luke back. But he was smart enough to not go through with an idea like that. Okay, little one, I'm gonna hold you a little tighter just to make sure you're safe while I return you home. He held the baby close to his chest as he slept through the time-traveling door. Suddenly they were both in the celestial realm several centuries in the past, in Luke's nursery. Barbatos walked to the cradle in the middle of the room. As he gently set Luke down, the baby grabbed onto his glove and pulled it off, giggling. Baba? Barbatos paused, hesitating a moment as he let this all sink in. He smiled gently. He let the baby hold his now gloveless hand before pulling away softly, beginning to walk away. Luke began to cry, which made Barbatos stop again. He returned to the cradle and shushed him quietly, beginning to rock the cradle. Sh. It's all right. You'll see me again. Just go to sleep, Luke. You need your rest to grow up big and strong. It wasn't long until baby Luke was rocked to sleep. Barbatos considered taking it back, before ultimately deciding there was no harm in letting the baby keep it. Wouldn't want to disrupt his sleep. He returned to the present. After Barbatos gave his friends a lecture. I hope you understand why you're upset and learned your lesson. Lucifer was a little grumpy, but both nodded. Good. I am simply thankful all of our actions were able to be reversed. I'll take on the responsibility of explaining the situation to Simeon tomorrow when we go sweets shopping. Oh, and Diavolo, may I go to see Luke? I promised him a baking lesson today. Of course, after all of this you deserve a break. Though you may want to find another pair of gloves first. Diavolo chuckled as Barbatos got a little red-faced, hiding his hand and clearing his throat. Of course. At baking lessons. You've done a wonderful job, Luke. I believe this is the best icing job I've ever seen from you. I'm rather impressed. Whoa, really? Thank you so much, Dad, it really means. Both are surprised at what Luke just said. Hey, wait. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't say that. ... Do not worry, Luke, I promise you, I don't mind in the slightest, son. Don't treat me like a child. All right. I'm only teasing you. If it makes you uncomfortable, I won't call you that. But if you wish, you may refer to me as Dad whenever you want. I really do not mind. I didn't say it made me uncomfortable. Barbatos was right, he does make a great dad. The end.